the big thing that I want to start out with is the difference between passive income and active income. Because sometimes people think with passive income, you don't have to do anything at all. And that's simply not true. There is work done up front. It's just not a direct exchange for time for money, right? So what we're normally used to is we're normally used to putting in 8 hours of work, let's say, and in return getting a certain amount of paycheck back, right? Or you make, let's say you make $50 an hour, right? Like that is what we're used to, right? Is putting in a certain amount of time and in exchange for that getting a certain dollar amount back, right? That is active income. That is what we're all used to, right? Whereas passive income, work is done up front, and I have a lot of people coming in right now on TikTok. Hi, guys. I am coming to you live from California. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube right now. So if you see me looking around, that is why. But passive income is where you put work in up front to get it going, and then it is constantly working in the background for you. Well, you're going about your life doing, whether you have another 9 to 5, whether you're like me and you're a stay-at-home mom, maybe you're retired, whatever life may be for you, right? So initial work up front, and then you have a system running for you in the background that works for you, ideally 24/7, right? So sales are coming in while you're living your life, right? So I'm going to break down for you guys today, like how this is possible. How can you have passive income like this, right? So that's what I want to talk down and break down for you guys today. So the first thing you need, which I'm sure is obvious, right, is you have to have a product to sell, right? So truly, I don't think that there is a way to do this with a service. I think it has to be a product, because I can't think of a way. If someone's figured it out, tell me, but I can't think of a way where you yourself are providing a service to someone else and not exchanging time in order to get that money, right? Because a service-based business, it's either usually like one-on-one coaching, right, which is taking 30 minutes, an hour of your time, or, something like that, or you're doing a project for someone or something like that, and that is taking a certain amount of your time in order to do that, right? So I do think that this has to be a product-based business, and my preference is a digital product over a physical product. You could set up a platform like this with a physical product, but the big difference here is that a digital product, whether you create it yourself or you get a done for you product that you invest in one time, right? Either way, it is something that you either create once or purchase once, and then you can sell it over and over and over again without having to put any additional work into it, right? So that is why I say that a digital product is better than a physical product in this regard, because you can make 100% profit off of a digital product that you created or purchased one time to get access to, right? And sell it over and over and over and over again, right? So um that is why I think digital is better than physical in this case, because with a physical product, if it's an affiliate product, let's say, you're making a small percent, right? If it's something you have to create yourself or build yourself, that's taking time away from you, right? And then it's not truly passive anymore, right? And let's say you're drop shipping, like that's another thing that people think, okay, well, can I do this with drop shipping, right? Like, yes, you can do that, but again, you're not going to be making 100% profit with a drop shipping, because you're going to have to pay for that product. There's going to be fees involved, and all of that with the services that you're using in order to drop ship it, right? So I truly think that is why digital products win out. And sometimes they get a bad rap because people are like, okay, well, I'm just reselling something over and over again. But if you think about it this way. Think about everything you buy, right? Whether it's on Amazon, whether it's at Target or the grocery store or wherever, or whatever it is that you're purchasing, right? Most of the places that you are purchasing it from are not actually making that product themselves. They have the resale rights to sell it in their store, right? Like think of books, right? You go on Amazon and you purchase a book, or you go into Barnes and Noble and you purchase a book, right? Amazon and Barnes and Noble didn't write that book, right? They got the rights to sell that from the author or the publishing company, right? So it's the same thing if you choose to get a done for you product, it's the same thing, right? Like you are getting the rights to resell it, right? Or you create a product yourself, right? You get the skills, you have knowledge, and you create a product, a digital product yourself. That could be an ebook, that could be a digital course. Um, Templates, things like that, right? Are common things that people sell, right? So getting a product of some sort. My suggestion is digital with this kind of business because it is what is going to allow you to do work upfront one time and get things set up and then sell it over and over and over again for 100% profit. Now, I would say if you're doing a done for you product, there are options out there in the market, but I would not do a digital product where I didn't get 100% profit if I was doing a done for you product. And here's why. Whether you choose one that gives you 80% profit or 90% profit, or you choose one that gives you 100% profit, you're doing the same amount of work. So the whole reason to do a done for you product, right, is I don't feel like I have expertise to create my own product, or I don't have the time to create my own product, or I don't know how to create my own product, right? Those are usually like the three common reasons why people don't create their own product of some sort, right? So if those are your reasons, then you're looking for a done for you product, all right? So it's set up, it's ready to go for you. But why would you want to do this exact same amount of work for only 80% of the profit? So let's just say for easy math, the product is $100. You're going to put out the exact same effort, the exact same work. Would you rather make $80 or would you rather make $100? I would rather make $100 in that scenario, right? So if you're going to get a done for you product, look for one that is going to allow you to get 100% profit instead of it being an affiliate model, because that it's the same amount of work either way, right? So back to how to like make this into passive income, right? So the first thing, like we just talked through, is you have to have a product of some sort in order to sell. So great, you've either created a product or you've gotten a done for you product that you are going to be reselling, right? And you've got that set up, right? The second thing you need in order for this to be passive is it has to be set up on an automated system. So how do you do that, right? And that is about having a landing page created with an email sequence to go back to it, right? If you guys need an example of this, you guys can go to my bio and check out the one that I have for the product so that you can get an idea of what this looks like, what I'm talking about. Simple landing page created. People opt in. You're usually offering something for free that is of value to your potential customers, right? Um, for example, I'll use mine for example. I have a freebie that breaks down this entire process. It breaks down how to get a passive income business up and running, right? So if you want to go check that out, feel free to go check that out. But you have a landing page, right? And this is a way for you to collect emails to get them into your system that is then going to work for you 24/7, right? So once all of that's set up, so you've got your product, you've got your funnel system set up, which includes a landing page and an email sequence, right? So once that's set up, that part of the work is done. Like you might make minor tweaks here and there, right? Especially if this is something you're creating yourself from scratch as you have learnings. But for the most part, like you're done, the system's up and running, right? The only thing from there that you have to do is put in a minimal amount of work each day to market the product, right? So this is where it becomes passive because I can spend 2 to 3 hours a day. Depends how many platforms you're marketing on, right? This can easily be done in 2 hours if you're just on one social media platform. And that's where the world's at, you guys. If you're marketing a product or service of any kind in today's world, you've got to be on social media. If you're not, you're getting left behind, right? So you spend your time marketing, right? All of the other work is done, it's set up, it's ready to go. Your system takes over for you. So I spend 2 to 3 hours a day creating content which is marketing my product for me. If I it's attraction marketing too, right? So that's the beauty of it. I'm not cold DMing anyone. I'm not chasing friends and family. I'm not getting on sales calls, right? I'm literally putting content out there with an invite for more information if people want more information, if they're interested in figuring out what I do. If they are, they ask for more information. They choose to get into my system if they want, and my system then takes over and does the rest of the work for me. That is the beauty of passive income, right? So it takes over, it provides them. I have got like 2 videos set up and a PDF that people get emailed, right? So between those 3 things, it answers 99.9% of all my customers, potential customers' questions, right? So I don't have to go back and forth in DMs. I don't have to jump on the call with anyone, right? I don't have to do anything else in order to make a sale, right? My system takes over from there. And if people are interested in what I'm offering, they will choose to buy. And if they're not, and it's not for them, and they don't want to get information from me, they can simply unsubscribe. No harm, no foul, right? So that is the beauty of this, you guys. That is what allows you to free up your time. That's what allows you to make more income without having to put in more hours, right? So you can get your time back, right? And sure, there's a little bit of extra work put in up front to get this up and running. But like I said, once it's up and running, especially if it's a done for you system, you can have that up and running in a few hours. Like it's not hard. Because if you get a system like mine where the funnel's done for you, the emails are done for you, the landing page is done for you, you have the product, you have the rights to sell the product, right? Like all of it done for you. All you do is you're attaching it to your own domain, right? And your payment links so that you get paid right away when someone purchases from you, right? So it's super simple to set up if it's a done for you. It's going to take you a lot more time, especially if you don't know what you're doing, if you're going to create it from scratch, but that doesn't mean you can't, right? That is something I'm actually, now that I have learned how to do this, that is something I am actually working on, is creating my own product, right? So that was one of the things that I loved about the Done For You program that I learned from, was that it's actually teaching me how to now create my own product, right? So I don't have to just resell the product that I purchased, but I can also now learn the skills to create my own, right? So it gives me an opportunity for another stream of income. And that's the other beauty of this, is that with a system like this, you can scale your business with multiple streams of income without extra work, because you can use your automated system to sell the additional streams of income. So that is really where sky is the limit for this. And that's the beauty of a process like this, because you have your product set up, you have your system set up for you. You spend a small amount of time each day, once that's set up and ready to go, marketing the information, and then your system takes over and does the work for you. So sales can come in, well, I'm at the park with my son, or sales can come in while I'm sleeping, or if you've got a 9 to 5, sales can come in while you're working your other job, right? Like it's always running for you in the background 24/7. You don't have to physically be doing the work in order to get paid. And that is the beauty of a passive income system like this. So we've got our product, we've got our funnel set up, and then the third piece of it is the marketing. It's the attraction marketing that you do, which is the little amount of work that you do every day in order to keep a system like this running, right? So you guys you can learn to create content in an hour a day. 3 pieces of content shouldn't take you more than an hour in a day. If it's taking you longer than that, you're overthinking it. So yes, if you're brand new, the very first time you do it, it might take you longer than 1 hour to create 3 pieces of content. Of course, anytime we're brand new at something, we are going to overthink things a little bit, right? But the point is to master that, right? And then you spend that other hour. You can go live if you want to. You can use that to reply to emails if anyone did ask additional questions in your emails. You can do a free ad strategy.
If this helped you understand how passive income actually works, your next step is learning how to set up the system behind it. I have another video that walks through email list and funnel setup step by step. Watch this video next.